the building. Let's go.
Live with the Woodward Roar!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are. That's Mr. Glass Half Full of Nets.
Speed the genius.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
It's all for the Knicks, baby. This is how we do things around here. And, of course, my brother, the chef of comic relief right here in the building. It's no more white jersey, blue jersey. It's the chef here. He like to cook some things up. Gets it cooking. My brother, El Jefe, is in the building here today.
Hey.
Let's go.
And shout out to you. Yes, you the revivalists in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support, guys. This is a good day. It's a special day. We have a special guest in the building to cover everything Knicks right now because they are red freaking hot. And I'm happy, man. I'm happy here. But first, let's go around the room, man. I'm going to start with, of course, the chef, the cook, the chemist, my brother El Jefe.
You got a genius and a chemist on your roster here.
Come on now.
That's pretty impressive.
We're cooking up.
How was your week, brother?
All I can think about is last night. I don't even know what happened last week or the week. Nothing else matters. Nothing else exists. That was man, such a good win, and we had a good group together too. And like it was looking in the first half, there were moments where it's like this could be a 30-point blowout. This is going. They're hitting everything, and then the Knicks just resilient, man. Coming back and winning like that was awesome. So that made it set up my week for success already.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm feeling. How about you, Big Dog?
I love it. Oh man, like Jeff said, the weekend was just first of all, shout out to all the moms out there. We love you. Shout out to every one of you, babe. I love you. And we had a good time on Mother's Day. Saturday, I take full blame for the Knicks loss. I was at a kid's birthday party. I had to stream it. It was just terrible. The vibes were off. I blamed myself. But Monday we got to cooking in the garage, and we brought home a win, and that's all that matters, baby. Now, like Jeff said, we're set up here. We're set up. Eli, what you got going on, baby?
Not for nothing, man. You said how you didn't watch it, and I watched it and watched us lose. So when I seen the 30-point blowout, I turned the channel. And I'll tell you this: after I turned the channel, we started winning. And I watched it again, and I see a couple 3-pointers get drained. I turned it off again. Then I turned it back on, and I was like, "We won." So, guys, it may be me. It might be me. I gotta stop watching the Knicks for them to win. I'm so upset by this too because I was like, "Oh my God, I just want to be part of this." But guys, we have a special guest in the building. We're gonna talk all Knicks, of course. Guys, if you don't know her, now you know. Of course, when we bring people on here, man, we just love them, man. We love their content, of course. You know what I mean? We bring the good, positive vibes here. So if guys, you don't know her, we'll bring her in. Our sister, your sister, Mill Media. Round of applause!
Let's go, Mill.
Round of applause!
Thank you guys for having me on.
Thank you so much for being here. What's going on with you? How you been?
I mean, feeling like we're on cloud 9 right now. We won last night. We're up 3-1. Life can't be better.
Life is good. Life is good at the moment.
It's really good being a Knicks fan, I tell you. So listen, I'm going to throw you right into the fire. How do you feel? The vibes is big. Now listen, if you don't know, she's meeting Spike Lee and all that, guys. I'm just letting you know she really be in the garden.
You hyping me up a little too much now. I'm going to try to stay humble, okay?
Good luck.
Good luck with that. Let it all out here, please, man. But of course, the Knicks is killing it. Brunson, it is him. Now, I just want you to know I've been giving Mikal Bridges a little bit of a hard time here at the podcast. Tell the people, man, should I lay off him? Which I think I should, but should we lay off Mikal, man? How's he playing for you? You like the way he's going right now in this series?
Look, you got to sign your apology form. I already sent mine out. I already wrote the address, Madison Square Garden. It's already in the mail. It's there because just like you, I was hard on him. I'm not going to lie. Before the playoffs started, I was a little doubtful that he would step up. the way he has been. But definitely he deserves apologies from everyone who doubted him, including me, you, anyone else. He's been playing fantastic, exactly how we need him to be on both ends of the floor. That's the most important part, is being that combo player that you can defend and you can also put up points. And that's what we've been seeing, especially in the clutch. I mean, the first few games, yeah, he struggled in the first 3 quarters, but he would always step up in the fourth quarter, and that's what got us wins. That's what got us those first 2 wins, along with a lot of factors. But him stepping up in that fourth quarter, giving us offense to come back, that's what led us to come back and win those games. But he's been huge. I mean, even last night, just more points in that fourth quarter that helped achieve that comeback and got us the win. Man, he's really in his bag right now. I will say it. I love the rhythm he's in. He looks good out there. I mean, mid-range assassin. I mean, that fadeaway is looking deadly. And that's what we've been wanting. We've been wanting him to have that confidence because, there's been times this season where he's lacked it, and it's obviously been taking a toll on him. There's games where he didn't have it. He didn't have it at all. And fans, New York fans, you know that. All New York teams, we go hard. We go hard. But I like that he's showing up, and I appreciate it. I respect it. I can't really say nothing else good about him because he showed up, and that's what I wanted.
Agreed, man.
In basketball, man, he's just like doing the things that need to be done. Whether it's a deflection here, a bucket there, ridiculous steal at the end of the game, game one to set the tone. And for a guy like you said, we've been shitting on him all year. Yeah. For a guy to take all that and just push it out of the way when the lights get the brightest, turn it right back on. I mean, we have to all just give him his props. And if he could be the guy that we traded for the rest of the way, that's championship level stuff right there. So knock on wood, but Bridges, big shout. 10 points in that fourth quarter. 10 of his 23. Like when you need him the most, man. I think that's unbelievable.
That's something in the Knicks pedigree a little bit. Like Brunson, your best player, steps up and he's phenomenal in the biggest moments. And I think they all feed off that. I issued my apology to Bridges today publicly.
Great.
I think it's hard to consider like the price tag of what it was to bring him in, right? And everyone's like, fuck them picks and all the first round picks and all of that. But you weren't that's a heavy price. But what you got, you weren't bringing him in to be the number one alpha, obviously, because you have that in Brunson. But now you're seeing, and it took time to get to this point, but you're seeing a guy that's getting more and more comfortable, starting to find his role. And I think he's starting to feel like a Knick and get a little more confident. And you're seeing it in the fourth quarter. You said it, the defensive stops in the first 2 games. Now the points in the fourth quarter, he's becoming a super valuable starter and a major contributor. And there is no price tag on that. The first round picks are potential future players. How about a great player right now that can help you win right now? So fuck them picks.
Exactly.
Is right.
I totally agree.
We want to win right now. I know 5 picks is a lot, and that was the conversation all year. And I can't lie that I rethought about that trade as well, but we want to win now. We have him here now. We don't have those picks now with us. So agreed.
Yep.
I'm glad he's here.
And Brunson is in his prime, but he's not 24. You know what I mean? Like you got to do it while Brunson is where he is right now. So I'm all in favor of it. I apologize, Mr. Bridges.
Listen, Mr. Mr. Bridges. Let me say this. Mr. Bridges. All right. I apologize because I was giving you hell on this podcast. All right. These guys are being so modest. They're being so polite here. Listen, man, I'm being honest. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Just keep coming up in the four. Matter of fact, just come up in all game. When you're ready, just make sure we win. All right. When you're ready to turn it on, that's fine. All right. I just want to make sure we get the W at the end. But Mr. Bridges, I apologize. You got it right here from Eli Rex or New York Revival. I'm sorry, brother. Please win the series, man, and win the finals. That's what we want here today. But I want to ask Mill this, man. Of course, Thibodeau, man, has been getting a lot of criticism in his coaching here at the Knicks, especially in that first half, man. I felt like Boston was doing the same thing. Screen, shoot. But it looked like he made some adjustments in the second half. So give me your thoughts on Thibodeau as far as making those adjustments for the Knicks to actually come back being down that deficit.
Yeah, for sure. And, I think a huge part of that adjustment was the substitutions. He decided to run with Mitch and Deuce for a period of time in that fourth quarter, and the Knicks ended up outscoring Boston 18-10. I mean, shout out Ian Begley who pointed that out.
Nice.
And with Mitch being out there on the floor in that time period, he got 5 offensive rebounds. You know, he got 8 rebounds in total in 25 minutes, but that was an adjustment made by Tibbs to have them out there, and it ended up paying off. You know, those are 2 key defensive players on your team. Having them out there led to stops, and that's exactly what they needed. They needed to come back, and it starts with the stop. So I mean, kudos to Tibbs. He's been coaching really well this series. I feel like he makes the proper adjustments because, you know, we're seeing comebacks. So obviously something's being fixed, something is being adjusted to where the Knicks are able to actually come back and win this game. So, you know, definitely big props to Tibbs.
Yeah. He's been out coaching Missoula, man. Like, Missoula's a good coach.
Yeah.
But, you know, Tibbs has been eating his lunch, man. He's making adjustments. And to be honest with you, Missoula really isn't. They're just doing the same thing, shooting their threes nonstop, and they're living and dying by it. And listen, the thing that I loved most about yesterday's game was, like, the Celtics played pretty damn good. They were hitting their shots. Like, you know, Tatum had 40, White had 20 plus, Jaylen Brown had 20. You know, so it wasn't like they were playing badly. The Knicks just played better, and that's the cool thing about it all. Like, they didn't hand it to us. They shot well. They were clutch, and it's exciting times, man.
Dude, Tatum in the first half looked about as unstoppable as any player in any era. I mean, the shots he was making, he wasn't even hitting the rim. Anything he pulled up was going in. He was on a fucking heater. And we could talk about the injury later if you'd like. But I'm just more every time I watch him play, he's better than I expected. Like every single time. So like it's a props to him. He's a phenomenal player.
He wanted to win that game.
Oh yeah,
he definitely.
Yeah, no, I gotta ask you this. Jalen Brunson, he just electric performance. It's the performance we needed. Now we talked about this last week on the show. Where do you rank Jalen Brunson on your list of greatest Knicks? And if he wins this series, does it go skyrocketed to the top? Tell us where he ranks for you.
Talk about it.
Uh-oh.
That's hard. That's so tough because I want to respect the past. I want to respect the greats, Willis Reed, Walt Clyde Frazier. I mean, they have chips. They got chips as well. Multiple. So, but I mean, in terms of who I've seen, I'd have to put him at the top. Definitely. I haven't seen a Knicks player win us a championship yet. I mean, I haven't seen a Knicks player go off this crazy like all year long, but especially in the playoffs, take it to another level. Like, I mean, this is not just a Knicks thing. This is like something that most NBA fans haven't seen. Like, this is incredible. Most fourth quarter points this playoffs out of everyone else in the league. He's unstoppable. He would definitely go on number 1 for the Knicks that I've witnessed in my lifetime so far. In terms of all the Knicks in the franchise, I still gotta put respect to those older Knicks. They have a few championships in their bag. So I mean, hey Jalen, if you get 2, then you're up there.
Get some.
That's totally fair. Some. I think that's a completely fair response, and I think, for fans that are in their 20s and they don't really remember what Patrick Ewing was like through the 90s, but I think it's safe to say Brunson has already surpassed Melo, Houston, Spreewell, any of these guys that spent years here and were parts of better teams. I think he is far what he did for the culture. He made this team what it is, and he is the motor that makes this team go. So I think he's approaching. We'll see how this ends up, but I think if this year goes as well as it possibly can, he would be surpassing Patrick Ewing, and it's only a matter of time before it's official. But I agree with like Clyde Frazier and them. You can't touch 2 championships.
Definitely not. You got to bring home the chip, man. Listen, he's getting up there. You know what I mean? Like, you could talk about the debatables with Melo and etc. I get it. You know what I mean? But with the Patrick Ewings and etc., like he's tiptoeing there. If he wins this series, and I think if he heads to the finals, then we can start having those talks and debates. And if he wins the chip, my God, he's up there with the rest of those guys, as Mill said. And so it's still up for debate. He is climbing very quickly and rapidly, I guess you could say, Speed. I'll use your words. He's climbing rapidly with each game. You know what I mean? But he's still got some finishing to do. and he's well on his way. He's well on his way, and I think we won't appreciate him until actually when it's all said and done. But we'll
For
see.
sure.
We'll see. But
I was
I
gonna
say
say,
this.
love it now, because
Oh,
he's
yeah,
he's
sure.
we're witnessing greatness right now. Whether
love
you know what happens in the regular season, whatever, but this is like all time stuff. Like we're talking about the best of the best that get mentioned with him right now, and it's pretty crazy
Yeah.
to watch.
I mean, absolutely. No, trust me, I'm living in the moment. You know what I mean? But we
Yeah.
also looking at the past Knicks as well, of the Ewings and et cetera, and the Spreewells, and how they went to the finals, whatever the case was. We're looking at that too, and I was living in that moment. So it's still a moment. It's frozen in time. I'm loving it, but he still have some more climbing to do from me, in my
Yes.
opinion. So
Yeah,
I'm with
yeah.
Mill on that. But I'll say this, man. Of course, Jason Tatum goes down. Some of the Knicks fans are a little bit crazy, and some of them are, compassionate. But I just want to say this. Just give me your thoughts. What do you think the series is going to go? Do you think the Knicks is going to win this next round? Or do you think they're still going to have some trouble here, Mill? What's your thoughts?
I mean, first of all, prayers to JT. You don't want to see a player go down like that.
Yeah.
Look nasty. He was obviously distraught. But I also do want to say, like, before I get into if this series is a wrap, we were winning that game, whether he stayed on the court or not. We were already up by 7 at that point. Momentum shifted. We had it. Garden crowd was on our side. We were going up. So I know there's some people, Boston fans specifically, maybe Boston media or NBA media, they're going to say that the Knicks got bailed out at the end there. And, Tatum was having an incredible game. Like you said, 42 points. Maybe he would have cut it close, but I definitely think the Knicks still would have taken that win, regardless if he was on the court or not. So yeah, I just want to end that narrative there that this series would have been tied if he was still on the court. But
say it with your chest out. You're right. You're right.
Exactly. I'm gonna say it because I don't want to see any talks of that we didn't deserve that win. We deserved that win. We came back. We played incredible. We outscored Boston. I mean, give Jason Tatum his credit too. He played an incredible game, but we deserved that. But in terms of is this series over? I think it's over. We're up 3-1. I mean, I don't want to talk too prematurely because people will get on. They'll get on me for that. So they be saying, "No, don't say nothing yet." But it's the New Yorker in me that doesn't want to be too humble, and it's hard. It's hard. I know.
You gotta be confident.
I like to be confident as well, but I think it's over. Next game, we win in Boston. We close out the series because Tatum. I heard he underwent surgery. He's obviously not going to be in the game.
Yeah.
So other than him, I don't see anyone else stepping up and dropping 42 like him. I don't see that in Jaylen Brown. I haven't seen that all series. The most points he's put up is 23. You haven't seen that dog in him. I want to be straight up. You haven't seen that dog in pretty much a lot of the Celtics. So I don't really see Brown stepping up and dropping a 40 game like Tatum to try and get his team a win and save their playoff hopes. I really don't. Anyone else, you might see Derek White step up again, put up a 20, but him and Brown together, I don't think it'll be enough. I really don't. I mean, it's crazy to think about this whole series and to look at it, just how Porzingis was such a big factor in the regular season. I mean, especially that last meeting before the playoffs started, he had 8 threes. 8 threes. He was killing us.
Insane.
And he's been such a non-factor this entire playoffs. I mean, obviously they said he's been dealing with some lingering illness. I'm not even sure what that is. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what that means.
We're not doctors, but it's fishy though. It's fishy, right? Because like you said, the only other person that could step up to take some of that scoring would be Porzingis, but he's looked like a shell of himself all playoff long. I mean, listen. Nobody cried for us when everybody was injured last year and Brunson was hurt, Hart was hurt. So I'm not going to sit here and cry for Boston either. So you got to get the breaks every once in a while. We're getting it right now. But yeah, prime Porzingis was playing well. I'd still be a little bit more, a little bit worried, but I don't think Jaylen Brown's putting that whole team on his back. I don't think it's happening.
I'm not sure. He seemed to fall off, right? I feel I used to look at the Celtics as that two-headed monster with 2 superstars, and he just doesn't seem like he's that dude anymore. And Porzingis is just walking around. I don't know what he's doing out there.
Exactly.
They're not that same team from last year. They're not. And from the first game, you could tell that immediately. How they let the Knicks come back down 20. Twice. Those don't look like the defending champs.
Yeah. They kind of like they kind of breezed through last year too, right? Like they had the easiest road you could possibly see, and like so they didn't face any adversity. So the second the Knicks have been the best playoff team they played in these 2 runs, and they got smacked in the mouth, and it looks like they're not coming off the mat. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think every star they faced last year dropped. Like went down on their path to a championship. So everyone's like, prayers for Tatum, and I was getting some shit because I was obviously celebrating as a Knicks fan. I'm not celebrating his injury, but it is a break for the Knicks. And as a Knicks fan who hasn't seen their team in the ECF in 25 years, I'm taking it. This is what happens in sports. People get hurt. But he's worth $100 million, and he has a ring on his finger. He will be fine. I promise you, he'll be fine. This was a break for the Knicks that we are going to take every single time. Sorry, not sorry.
That's what we made the video. We made the video last night. We're kind of just joking. We're like, thoughts and prayers to Boston. They faced so much adversity. They've won their championships already. They won their championships. Let's go New York. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it's let's go New York.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now let me say this, man. Of course, we got some stuff.
Holy shit! A super chat.
All right, guys. Super chats in the building, man. All right.
Hey, Bartlett.
Congrats.
Bartlett is back.
Keep
See you next week.
Yes.
Well, yeah, he's the curse, isn't he?
He's the curse.
Oh my God.
Is there truth to this, Mill? Is he a curse?
I don't want to talk bad on Fat Joe. He supports me in my videos. I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, you're obviously
good. All right.
So officially not a curse. Not a curse.
I do believe there are some curses. There are some.
Like I can't watch a Knicks game from here on in, man. Like they win every time I don't watch it. It's crazy. So I got to keep it going. Got to keep the tradition going.
Yeah, I remember a Rangers game. I went upstairs and I didn't watch the game. I only could hear it, but I had to stay up there because we scored 2 goals, and I was like, I got to do my part here. I'm staying upstairs. I'm not watching the game. And Fat Joe's just got to do his part now. Watch the game from outside or something. I don't know what you got to do, Fat Joe. We love you, but this is for the team here. It's for the team.
Just keep watching it where you've been watching it.
Exactly.
Okay, Mill, this next one is from Chris the Curveball with a K.
Ooh,
so he does this. This is what he does. He throws a few schmeckles in here, and he asks you a question that there's no way you could prepare for. So start, bench, or cut. The 90s Knicks defense.
I already know what I'm going to cut. Come on.
Oh, you know it. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Very obvious.
Knicks
I think we all have the same answer. Okay, we're cutting Stephen A. Smith's emotional rants.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of fun seeing him so happy these past few days, these past few weeks. Like, a lot of people call him a fake Knicks fan, and I definitely get that perspective. But at the end of the day, he just wants to see the Knicks win, and I support that. But cutting that, let's see, start or bench.
The 90s Knicks defense, pretty tough.
Yeah, I don't think you bench that. I think if you're starting a game, you're starting with that defense, and I love defense. I always believe defense wins games. It wins championships. So I'm starting the 90s Knicks defense. 2020s Knicks optimism gets benched. I mean, it's still there. Right. It's just benched.
Right. It's not like you cut him.
He's still on the roster.
Yeah.
That was an easy
But shout out to the 90s Knicks defense, man. My dad tells me all the time, like, incredible. They were physical, like fist fights, everything, not letting anything go.
Those are the good old days.
Oakley, everyone.
Oakley, Mason. We had bruisers. Like you have those 2 guys. But then those 2 guys would hit mid-range jumpers like on the regular. And they were just and then you got John Starks on the wall over here. But they were a really fun team, but they had a similar attitude. Like Josh Hart like encompasses that a lot. Just grimy, just really like full effort and defense and tough basketball. So like it's fun to watch, and the spirit of the Knicks is there.
That's exactly what I felt like this Knicks team this year was missing. Like throughout the regular season, we saw a lot of moments where we weren't fighting back. And even, against the Pistons, I think like the first few games, first 1, 2, we weren't seeing them being as physical, but the Pistons brought it out of them, and that's what we're seeing against Boston now. They toughen them up, exactly.
Yep.
I'm glad we're seeing them more tough, playing physical, because that's the energy we want. Like, I mean, shout out to the 90s Knicks defense. I want exactly that.
Hey, and listen,
It gives it that New York attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is what you want. You want them to be physical. And then listen, they were playing like a little softies. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah,
But like you
yeah.
said, after the Pistons, you seen this team step up a little more. You seen them be a little bit more physical and being in the opponent's face a little bit more. That's all you can ask for as far as this. Be New York. Be gritty.
Let's
go
go.
get it. Go do what you got to do. So I'm loving this aspect of this Knicks right now. They just got to keep it going. Hopefully.
Yeah, doesn't it feel a little bit like that Boston? So, Bill, I don't know if you're a Giants fan, but we're obviously a big Giants podcast. But this reminds me of when the Giants played the Patriots back in 2007, right before the end of the season, and they went toe to toe with them, and that gave them all the confidence in the world that listen, we could beat the best of the best, but we could beat anybody in between that. Even though they lost that game, same kind of feel for the Knicks, the last Knicks Celtics game where they went toe to toe with them. They blew the game. The Knicks blew that game. They had it, and they just blew it at the end. Stupid fouls, whatever the hell. But it gave them the confidence. It feels like they're like, okay, we can beat the best of the best. They toughened them up in the Detroit series, so it was like the perfect storm.
Yeah.
And now they could be rolling. It feels like it.
I think after they beat Boston, you're gonna see them be like, oh, okay, if it's Indiana, okay, bring them.
Take care of business.
Bring them at this point. You know what I mean? And I think right now that's gonna give them that confidence. Like, yo, we can beat anybody in front of us. The defending champs we just took out.
Exactly.
Even with Jason Tatum in the lineup, they were gonna win that game. You know what I mean? So just with that, you're like, man, we could beat anybody. And the Knicks have to believe that. They have to believe that right there.
Pacers are up 11 going.
Dude, I just pulled up my phone to look at that. Like, get out of my head, bro.
They're gonna.
I think it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Now, Mill, let me say this. Of course, it looks like the Pacers, man. So give me your matchup predictions. Do the Knicks match up well to them? And if so, who do you have winning that series? Of course, we're gonna say the Knicks. But let's put on the writer's cap, your journalist cap, or whatever the case is. Who do you have winning here as far as the series if that matchup was to happen?
Look, I'm still rocking with the Knicks. You know that. I'll never stop rocking with the Knicks.
Let's go.
I think it's going to be a really fun matchup. Like, this rivalry right here is something from so long ago, from Reggie Miller to built up even last year. I mean, you know, even in the 2010s when we were versing against Paul George, Melo and Paul George, it's something that's being built up. I like the energy. It's going to be fun, exciting, especially because we lost to them last year. We want to beat them this year, and it's going to happen. Last year, completely different team, completely different circumstances, situation. We were hurt. We were a very hurt team. We didn't have a lot of guys with us. We didn't have Randall at all. But looking at now, like, we are a very different team. And from what I've seen in the Pistons series, from what I'm seeing in Boston, I mean, there are some things I'm seeing in this Boston series that I don't necessarily like the fact that we go down by 20 almost every game, but we're coming back. Okay, but the things I've been seeing from this team, I like our odds against Pacers. I still think we're going to have the best player on the court, Jalen Brunson. I think that he is on a level that no one can match. Absolutely no one in the playoffs right now. So yeah, when you have the best player on the court, that's your advantage. That's your advantage right there. It only helps you. I mean, got to give credit to the Pacers in general, just because, you know, they're about to take down the Cavs, who had such high expectations for this season. Tyrese Halliburton,
right?
Yeah. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton, like, I hate to admit it, he's pretty darn good. Okay, he's pretty darn good.
We all hate to admit it.
We all hate to admit that.
Oh man, I can't wait to go at him this next series. But I think that they're a very fast tempo team. They have a good bench, a lot of key players off that bench. We obviously don't. Too. Yeah, we don't really have a bench. I mean, we have a bench, but we don't really utilize it that much. Obviously, our starters are playing more. But again, I think that I like the way our team matches up against them this year compared to how it was last year, and that we end up winning because, I mean, we just have so many weapons, and we're seeing them come to life. Mikal Bridges, he's a weapon. OG, he's a weapon. You know, they're coming to life right now, and that's exactly what I've been wanting to see. Defensively, we're there. especially when we play our double bigs, Cat, Mitch. I love both of them out there. I mean, shout out Mitch. We haven't really spoken about Mitch yet. I mean, a little bit about him, but he has been such a pivotal player in this Boston series. Every time he's out there, his presence alone, I mean, it just changes the game. And that's specifically why they have been fouling him, trying to get him out of the game. Of course, I'd like him to make some free throws. I would love it if he can make some free throws.
Just don't airball him, man. Please.
But
crazy.
Don't miss like that.
Up for it. He's making up for it, and I think that he'll also play another big factor in the next series. You know, rebounds, blocks. That's his agenda right there. That's everything he does. His presence alone should be enough. But it's gonna be fun. You know, I hope our wings continue to step up. OG, Bridges, you know, if they can just continue, like it doesn't have to be both of them, but I think that if one of them can have 20 a game to help with Brunson and Cat, I think that should be enough, you know, with the three of them getting 20 plus a game. Brunson, I expect to be having like 25 plus a game, you know, near 30s, even more than that. Cat, you know, I really want to see what he's made of. We obviously been seeing him on our team for the first time in the playoffs. I've been liking what I'm seeing. I like it when he's aggressive. You know, last game which we lost, it felt like he was trying a little too hard to get to that free throw line. I mean, they weren't calling much at all, but I like when he just takes it. I like when he just bullies his way there. Because if you're not gonna get if you're not gonna get the call, just bully your way into that. Make your shots. I also want to see him shoot more threes. I know he didn't take too many this series, but he's a great 3-point shooter. That's one of the reasons why we were so hyped up when we got him. He had that reputation of being one of the best bigs in the NBA right now for 3-point shooting. So I definitely want to see him use that to his advantage. You know, go in the paint, outside the arc, use everything. Because we're gonna need all our weapons. They got weapons off the bench, starters, but ours have to work as well.
I agree. Listen, Mill, she knows ball. Y'all better stop playing. Hit that follow button.
I appreciate
you see where the
guys.
cats are at. Mill, if you don't mind, tell the people where they can find you. Great stuff as usual.
I appreciate you guys. I mean, round of applause for you guys as well on the show. Keep up the great work too. I'm on X, as you can see. It says Mill Sports Media, and then I'm also on Instagram. It's just Mill Media on there. I do a bunch of different content. I mean, between just like humorous videos, relatable fan content. Sometimes I try to do breakdowns in terms of Knicks games, plays, a bunch of different stuff. Honestly, if you go to my page, you'll see all of that. But again, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Mill. So that means when we go to the Garden, hopefully we'll see you there because we're definitely going to go to the next series. I'll tell you that.
Let's go.
For sure.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate your time.
Mill, you're the best.
Touch. Thank you,
Mill. I just followed Mill on Instagram. She's huge.
Hell yeah.
She's huge.
I don't know.
Huge. I don't know. All right, Mill. I'm coming along for the ride. We're following on all platforms.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mill.
so much, man. We'll talk soon.
That's
awesome.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Have a good one.
You too.
Awesome.
Good.
She is awesome. She knows ball.
She knows
I had
ball.
to get her on, man. I've been following her for, I think, since I've been on X. I've been following her for a while. Before I even thought about podcasting, I've been following her for a while. She knows ball, man. This is the reason why she earned my follow and kept it. So shout out to Mill. We do appreciate you, man. But woo! Shout out to the 564 people that is watching between X and YouTube and, of course, on Facebook. Yeah, everybody here, man. So hashtag Mill knows ball. I think we need to go add her right now. Add her right now with that hashtag. That's fire. But guys, we got a bunch of other stuff to talk about as well, man. Because we got the Giants, man. You know who's been looking good? Actually, let me just say this. Rookie minicamp has started. And man, the chatter is pretty high on our new quarterback here. Jaxson damn Dart twirling the ball before he throws it. Forget the patting the ball and throwing it like Shador. He's flipping it, throwing it out like an 80 yards to a receiver. I'm just letting you know he's looking real good. So I guess the question is, Speed, if he happens to look good in camp and in preseason and have, of course, man, we're asking you this. Are we going with him week 1 starter? Let's see if he looks better than everybody in camp. Are you still throwing him in week 1 starter? And I'm going to start with Mr. Glass half full head, Speed. What's your thoughts, man?
I don't know, man. Like literally last week, I think we kind of were talking about it. And like, I was like, hell no. Just it has to be Russ. And, you know, like it's easy, man. He's got, you know, work to do. But listen, and I know I don't want to get. I know he's in shells. I know we shouldn't be getting too excited, but if he comes in and just lights it up, that's kind of how Russell Wilson got his starting job, right? Like he wasn't expected to take over the starting job. Russell Wilson, he wasn't a first round pick.
No,
even.
third round.
Yeah, I think it was third round, and he just came in and lit it up in practice. And the veterans see it, right? Like you can't just deny
They'll gravitate.
greatness.
Yeah,
right. And they're gonna be like, hey, this guy has to be in. Like we want the best chance to win. Like this guy has to be in. And listen, if he goes out and shocks everybody and has a great preseason, great practices, commands the huddle, looks like he can read a defense. Man, I don't know if you could keep him on the bench. It just for your teammates, right? And I know Dable, that's his guy. So he's not going to hesitate to put him in there, man. So if he knocks the socks off, I'm putting him in. Fucking A.
I can't do it. Oh, is Eli muted?
He's muted for
me.
me.
Just me?
Oh, Hefe, sorry, brother.
Oh, there you go.
Muted. Yeah, give him what you got, brother. Go ahead, run.
I love what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing from camp. He seems humble. He seems confident. I think the players already like him. Like he's doing everything right so far. It's so early, obviously, but let's assume he continues on this trajectory and he's killing it in practice. Players love him and he's just learning way faster than we expect. I still think you let Russ go for a month, right? Yeah. And let the kid because the worst case would be he goes in and if the rumors are true and the Giants open up in Vegas, that's a winnable game. You don't want to. You don't want to have a little mental error that a veteran wouldn't have made and cost yourselves a game on the road that you could have easily won. So I still want to start Russ, but I do think this shortens the timeline, big time because Dave's, this guy is the future. He is the plan for the future. So, and Dave's career in a big way, and we think he's got a little runway now to work with him.
He wants to get to that future.
Yeah, and if he believes he's his best chance to win, and he's so confident and learning and all of that, he seems to love to be coached hard. Dable's in his ear all the time. So it's like you love to see it. And I think it does shorten his timeline to getting on the field. We might see him in October, even if the Giants are 2-2 or alive or whatever. He's the future. So
what do you
think, E?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. As much as I want the kid to sit, the excitement and the energy is just too loud. I think you're gonna see kind of like an Eli Manning, Kurt Warner situation. No matter how much games,
5-3, yep,
exactly. I don't know how much games Russ is gonna win. I think you're gonna see Jaxson Dart out there eventually. The kid's learning quickly. Like you can see that, like you said, Dayball's coaching him up each and every time you see him on camera. You know what I mean? So, and the kid he learns fast. Like we've seen all the tapes and etc. of him being underneath the pressure and even the Giants' life, the Grudens, we see him catching on and learning very quickly. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see him out there mid-season. Damn. I don't care what the record looks like. I wouldn't be shocked at all. However, my opinion, I wouldn't want to see him until next year. But I'm telling you right now, if this kid shows some sort of promise in camp and the preseason looks incredible, you're going to see him come in, especially if Russ is throwing 2 interceptions a game and you're starting to see him look a shell of himself out there. You're going to see Jaxson Dart way before you see a Jameis Winston, in my opinion.
Let's talk about what we know about Russell Wilson, the person, right? Like Russ, he hasn't exactly galvanized every locker room he's been in, right? Like he's not exactly go out with the boys. And Dart seems like a go out with the boys. He's known for recruiting defensive players at Ole Miss. Like I could see the people, the players rallying around him over a Russell Wilson, right? And when you have that locker room behind you and the vibes, and you know what, Russ could just maybe have one bad half one time. If they're like, all right, let's throw Dart in there. He comes in, slings 3 touchdowns. It's like, all right, well, this might be it. Like, right? There's listen, Jaden Daniels came in as a rookie and didn't skip a beat. Drake May came in as rookie. He didn't have much around him, but he looked the part. Like these guys are ready to go now. Some of these guys. So he was coached by Kiffin, NFL kind of guy, So this might be a guy where you don't wait. You don't have to wait a full year. Listen, I was literally thinking that a couple weeks ago, but I'm starting to come around to the idea, right?
Yeah. We're all looking at him different, and for me, once the Giants officially draft a player, that's when I dive in and really study and learn and watch everything I can. And I'm just more and more impressed with what I see. But I also really love the way he carries himself. And Eli caught some shit, but it was such a good point. Is like, can we just enjoy having a young quarterback who can speak? Who he's first thing he did was he got all of the beat writers on his side by being polite, respectful, and saying, like, can you please introduce yourselves? Like, that's just a grown man thing to do right there, setting the tone. But he's likable, he's funny, he's humble, he's confident. Like, what else do you want?
I agree. And listen, and shout out to Sarge. I see you in there, man. Absolutely. He still has a lot to learn, or whatever the case is. But you can see the promise there. You can see, like, okay, he's actually coachable. He can get better. His ceiling is very high. He's with the right person to do it. And like I said, the kid is very smart. The more you, like Hef said, the more you watch, the more you do research on him, you just go, okay, this kid might have something. It's far from what we've seen in the quarterback. Because a lot of people go, well, Daniel Jones was smart, but he wasn't Jaxson Dart.
He wasn't football smart.
He wasn't football smart at all.
He's book smart.
Absolutely. Like, he's a robot. You tell him, throw it 3 yards and go. Jaxson Dart's going to get the feel of the game, and he's smart enough to, like, okay, this defense, if this doesn't work, I throw it to here. If this, like, you've seen the Giants draft, the second, the day 2 one, whatever it's called. I don't even know, on their website. You've seen him putting them through the ring, and he's answered, if this one is this, where do you go? Yeah, if this one is this, where do you go? And he's giving Dayball the answers. He passed, and we couldn't do this with Shedeur. That's another question. We already addressed that. We're not doing Shedeur anymore. Yeah. But that's something other quarterbacks could not answer. That's the reason why he was high on their board at this point. You know what I mean? So Jaxson Dart is smart, man. Like I said, yes, he has a lot to learn. But again, I still wouldn't be shocked to see him in there in the middle of the season, because the kid is that smart and he catches on that quick. And he has the arm as well. So we'll see. But, man, listen, and Sarge to say this too. Yes, we want him to sit for as long as
we want him to sit. Sure.
We want him to sit, but the kid has the intangibles to get on that field a little bit early than what we expect.
See, I don't think it's rushing it when he is pushing the envelope, right? When he's the one pushing because he's playing so well, I don't think it's like rushing it would be like he's not doing well, but we got to put him in there because he's our first round pick. That, in my opinion, is rushing it. If you're earning it in practice and you're dominating and you show you clearly belong, that's you just earning it. It's not being rushed.
I agree.
I'm thinking of like Anthony Richardson. He was rushed, and it could have ruined his career. He was not given enough time to grow. But if a guy comes in, Jaden Daniels, that kind of mindset, like, then you play him if he's ready. The one thing, Dan Orlovsky, who is diving into him, and he's got like super high praise about him, but he said the one quality he loves, which will set him up for success in the NFL, is how he reacts under stress and under duress. And he's like, he protects the ball. He knows how to move his feet while keeping his eyes downfield. And other things he'll get better at, like when to extend plays, when not to, stuff like that. But he's like, he's always eyes downfield. And that is such an NFL trait. If you get buckled under pressure, like we saw what our O-line has done to quarterbacks in the past, it can break a guy mentally. And so he's coming in with that confident gunslinger, I can make a play. And that's what the Giants need, man. Malik Neighbors is going to love him if he grows into that guy.
And that's what he compared him to Jaden Daniels. Like, Jaden Daniels had that same kind of trait where what you just said is that doesn't panic under pressure, right? And that's a huge trait, especially for a rookie to not, but go ahead, E. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, not at all. Like again, I just wanted to say he gives you that Josh Allen-esque. I'm not saying he's Josh Allen. He has a long way to go before we see anything or any flashes like that. But if you see the tape and etc., the fact that he can move in the pocket, the fact that he doesn't, it doesn't panic under duress. You starting to see this, like, this kid has that Josh Allen in him, that dog that's going to make those throws, throw it downfield and say, yo, receiver, go get it. I don't care how it's going to look coming out my hand, but you better go get it. Or if he's not there, I'm going to run this damn ball into the end zone and run some people over with it. Give you that Josh Allen attitude a little bit. That's what Dayball likes, a guy that wants to play football. I'm telling you right now, he's the type of guy, yes, we don't want to rush him, but he's the type of guy that's going to give it his all where you're going to go, man, he's going to come in. Like, he wants to play. He wants those snaps. So trust me, I wouldn't be shocked because he's that competitive. And the fact that he learns that quickly, I wouldn't be shocked. But he's that much of a competitor, guys. He's just what it is. And we just got to let the process be the process at this point. You know what I mean?
And he spoke to that a little bit. Like, I forget who asked him, what are your thoughts on sitting for a while? And he's like, I've never sat behind anybody. Like that's his mentality, and that's how he's approaching it. And I think he's there to learn. He's humble. He's a good teammate. But make no mistake, he wants that job as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems like Carter's another one of them dogs, man. Like, because you see him talking about it, and it just gives me a good vibe by listening and speak, right? Like, he gets it. He's like a cerebral player, and like he just talks with confidence, but never doesn't talk down on people. But he also is like, hey, me and Theo are going to go at it. Like, he's not backing down from his own teammate. He's not like buddy, like, hey, yo, we both went to Penn State. No, he's like, hey, we got unfinished business. He doesn't like me. I don't like him. He's an offensive player. I love that attitude, dude. We need that. We need that kind of attitude on defense. And I think we have two high character, and they got it like mentally, our first round picks.
Yeah.
So I'm loving what I'm seeing so far.
And
I totally agree. And guys, of course, man, the schedule comes out tomorrow. Oh, we love you tomorrow. And of course, the Giants have the toughest schedule in the league, of course, according to win losses and all that good stuff. But rumor has it, man, might be Las Vegas, man. Might be Las Vegas. How do you guys feel about that? And I'm gonna start with El Jefe, man. What's going on? You think the rumors is true, man? How you feel if so?
Yeah, there's not too many games on the schedule that you could say the Giants have a good chance of winning that, right? We're probably not going to be favored in many games. But that's one of them, and that's a chance to start off on the right foot. They're going to look different though, and they also have a stud running back over there now, and they're not going to look like the same old Raiders. They got what's his name, quarterback,
Geno, right?
Geno Smith. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I got you, bro.
And so, and it's Pete Carroll now. So this is not the same old Raiders. So nothing is a cakewalk for the Giants. But that's one of the games you would like to start with. Let's be honest. So if it happens to be true, 4 p.m. at Vegas, I like that. I like that as a first game. Speaker muted.
Whoops. Yeah. So, Vegas would be. So a lot of people were hoping for Vegas later in the season because like that's a game where you could throw Dart in, like and have a. Again, like you said, we're not going to be favored in many. Like Saints game and that game are one of the few that you could say, "Hey, here's an option to get them in an easy game." But I need this team to start off 1-0, man. I need them to start off 1-0, and there's no better game than that. I know Carroll's there. I know Genty's there. I know Geno's a quarterback. But it's going to take some time for all those new faces and new coaches to get going, right? Like the Giants need to start off hot, and they can't afford to go 0-6 or whatever the heck it is, 1-5. So give me the Raiders right off the bat. 4:00 is great. We get to watch all the 1:00 games pressure free, but we don't have to wait till 8:00. Where you have to wait all day long. It's perfect. Get the right amount of drunk all day, and it's gonna be fire. I would love to start 1-0, and that's the perfect spot for it, man.
No, listen, I think it's a perfect matchup for the Giants at this point, right? I mean, yes, you have the new coaching staff and et cetera over there. We know Pete Carroll's pedigree. We understand he's a winning coach. But let's be honest, man, they got to gel together over there. Geno Smith still has to know his receivers and et cetera over there. So it's a perfect matchup for the Giants to start 1-0. Yes, you want to see Jaxson Dart. I get it. But Russ is going to be just fine in that backfield, picking apart that defense as well. Listen, as long as it leads to wins, I don't care who's back there. You know what I mean? So I think Russ is going to be fine. I think the Giants this is the perfect way to kind of start off the season to grease the wheels a little bit. Yeah. Because maybe it can add momentum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So win that 1-0, maybe they'll win 2-0. Who knows? I don't know who's next, but we'll see what's there, man.
We've been saying that for years, right? Like momentum is real both ways. Yeah. In 2022, it's because we won the way we did in week 1 at Tennessee. Yep. That set the tone. And the first game of Dable's career, like that was just an incredible way to start. But at this point, is it fair to say Geno Smith and Russell Wilson are on similar levels at this point in their career?
Yeah.
Like similar tiers, right? That's fair. They both have a ton of experience, can still manage a game and win some games for you. I think if they're equal, we have Malik Neighbors. We have this defensive front.
Yes.
We should win that game. Like if Russell Wilson is starting, I'm going in there expecting the Giants to win and Dable coaching for his life. Like I do expect to win that game. So I like that as a start.
I agree, man. Can't ask for anything more. But of course, man, Speed, I know you had some wide receiver talk, man. I think there was some rumors out there. Speed,
Oh yeah.
I hear something,
So Gabe Davis came in for a visit. I think it's going to be an official visit tomorrow. Former Bill, I think Joe Shade had drafted this guy. He had a hand in it, and Dable coached this guy. They both know Gabe Davis very well. Had a bad was electric, not electric. Was really good with Josh Allen.
Electric is a strong word.
Yeah,
maybe not electric.
Really
okay, but I was looking at stats, dude.
Jolt.
The dude, he's got 29 touchdowns in 4 years. Like that's pretty good production, man. Like, I mean, listen, I know Josh Allen had a heavy hand in most of that, but like that's still good production. And people are very negative about bringing him in because of he shit the bed in Jacksonville. I get it. But that whole offense, I don't know what went on in Jacksonville.
That whole offense,
nothing works. Nothing.
That whole offense
weird.
the bed over there.
So I'm willing to throw away last year, and he's still only 26, I believe. Let's see what Dable's got him. Like he did well under Dable too. So you could say it was Josh Allen, but it was Dable involved too. They know the guy, and maybe this lights a fire under Hyatt. Hyatt shouldn't be. I love Hyatt. I want him to succeed, but he shouldn't be given that wide receiver 4 spot. Make him earn it. Like at worst, you have 5 wide receivers with pretty good depth at a weak spot, right? So I don't see the downside if the price is right. What do you guys think?
No, listen, I think you need more receivers on his roster. I don't think there's enough. You know what I mean? As far as like you said, Hyatt we don't know what he's going to be. We know Darius Slayton's going to go out there and give you consistent numbers. We understand, unless they keep him in the short game, Wandale. Maybe they'll keep him in the short game, but still, we have receivers besides, neighbors. With the rest of them, we're like, who else? You know what I mean? So maybe he can come in. Maybe he can compete for a slot. I'll tell you this, though. If he does come in, Hyatt's on the bubble. The guy's very limited. He's only good for deep routes at this point, right? He doesn't know the route tree too well. So I hope he could come in here and change that narrative a little bit about him. We'd love to see him because the kid has a lot of potential, but if he's not putting in the work, then give me the guy that's going to come in here and put in the work and succeed under this offense. I mean, again, we won't know till training camp, but still, give me the guy in here that's going to compete. And if it's him, Gabe Davis, then so be it. I'll take it. Maybe he'll make the wide receiver room a little bit better because he knows the route tree and etc. 29 touchdowns is nothing to laugh at. What did Jalen Hyatt bring you? I'll wait. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's not enough.
No.
It's not enough. So you got to bring a veteran in here, and hopefully he competes, and he'll probably be on the bubble Jalen Hyatt at this point. But Hyatt ain't the answer. I'll tell you that. This wide receiver core needs to get better, and hopefully Gabe Davis can do that.
Jeff, you said it, though. This wide receiver unit, like, listen, Gabe Davis is not special, whatever. He is what he is.
Oh.
But what he does have is height, and what we lack is height in this wide receiver room. He's a red zone target. We are missing that height. So at worst, you have him for that, So
we don't have an established tight end yet. We don't have a stud tight end that we know his job. We know what he's going to bring. We have a mishmash, and they have to figure it out. So adding a big target down there in the red zone is good, and that's what me following Gabe was like through fantasy football, right? Yeah. He would get you 0 or he would get you 20. And you just never knew when it was going to come. And that's fine. If you're going to be that weapon, I'm not drafting you in fantasy for the record, but you can be that guy and just score a touchdown here and there and get those red zone targets. That's fine. There's a role for that on the team. And that's something that Slayton and Hyatt can't give you with their size down there.
I agree, man. I mean, listen, kick the tires. What you got to lose, right? Again, it's a camp body. Come in here and see what he can do. You know what I mean? And if he can't do it, then you got Hyatt here. Yep. You know what I mean?
Hyatt doesn't play specials. The problem is with Hyatt, he doesn't play special teams. So, if you're going to be a wide receiver 4 and not contribute at special teams, I'm sorry, your ass is on a fucking line. I'm sorry, bro.
I agree.
I want him to do good, but get better.
We need help with special teams, man. I agree. But, guys, of course, man, I just want to end this with one thing, man. Dallas and Philly. Somebody's getting it and it finally ain't us, man.
Thank God.
So, let's just go around the room really quick. You guys happy with this, man? I'm happy. I just don't want to see the Giants get whooped up on. You know what I mean? So, F, what's your thoughts on
I love this. I mean, for the start of the NFL season, talk about a stress-free Thursday night football, Philly and Dallas, and we just get to sit back and relax.
Popcorn.
I think it's great. Cowboys likely 0-1, but let them beat the shit out of each other and see what happens. And then Friday night, I know, Spee, I want to get your thoughts on that too. But the slate, at least the rumored slate, looks nice. Friday night game too, Chiefs and Chargers.
I like that.
Sunday night, I think they got. I missed the Sunday night. Baltimore and Green Bay, I think Monday night to round out week 1. So like, there's a lot of awesome matchups right off the bat there. But how do you like Philly Dallas?
I love it. Like you said, it's just like for once there doesn't have to be a stressful must-win like division opponent, And I hope it's not the Commanders either. I hope the Commanders have a tough game too. Everybody start, 0-0, 2 of them 0-1, and the other one beat up hopefully, and the Giants get a cupcake Raiders matchup to get 1-0, and we just build confidence right off the bat. Come on. I'm all in for it. I'm all in for it. Give me all that.
Just for once, man. Just for once. And of course, man, guys, we got something to end this nice pod here. Got some promo video coming out. Something real good. Something real good. Hef, take it away.
Yeah, so Yankees and Mets series kicking off this weekend.
Subway, baby.
In the past, we did a couple sketches, Yankee fan, Met fan. So we got a fresh one coming at you tomorrow morning. It's going to drop. So we're going to give you a little teaser right here, just for a couple seconds here. Check it out. Go New York, go New York. Hey, what's up, little bro?
Speaking for teams got less than 25 wins.
Wait, what?
Go ahead.
We're on the phone. I'm supposed to not speak? Damn it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, is it parade season already? Nope, just a Mets fan in May. Gotcha, bitch.
This is gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, great, man. A little Dave Chappelle reference.
Chappelle for you.
Hey,
yep.
Oh, yeah.
Friday could be fucking electric. I'm hoping that the Knicks wrap this thing up tomorrow. There doesn't have to be a game 6. But, man, imagine a world where Subway Series, Soto for the first time back in the Bronx, Knicks game 6 at home at MSG. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Like, I might be at MSG, but I have to watch some of this game. At least Soto's first at bat. I don't know what to do. It's going to be electric, bro.
What a good problem. What a good
right?
I agree.
New York is on fire right now.
We used to dream. We used to dream about, let's win a championship.
Shout out Monte, because Monte just said earlier in the chat that I wanted to bring up, but it just hit me now that maybe we'll win a championship, be in New York Revival, the first New York Revival champion.
Hey, I'm getting a tattoo.
Imagine.
I'm getting a tattoo.
It got to be NYR, though.
It's an NYR. So in my mind, what it is, NYR, and I'm going check marks for every championship we got. I'm gonna do,
and now
there's
just
gonna be multiple.
The 4 major sports, right?
Yes. Well, yeah. I'm not backdating to Liberty. I love you, Liberty,
or MLS. None of that crap.
Yes, or MLS. I respect you guys, but the 4 big ones.
People are gonna ask about the check marks. You'd be like, "This is MLS. This is the Liberty." They're gonna be like, "I'm just imagining like the James Harden gif where he goes."
Not enough, big dog. Big dog, would that be your first one or
first hat, bro? Would be first hat. And I listen. I just needed like proper motivation for one, right? I needed like a great one, and I think Revival tattoo and championship. What could be greater at this point?
You know what?
Obviously, my family. I love you, fam. I love you.
I would. I will sign up for this. I got Giants on one.
We'll videotape it and everything.
On one thigh.
I would.
I'll get Revival on the other.
Let's go.
Who cares? And but if the Mets win, I'm not getting it. Like it's got to be one of my teams.
Fair enough. But that's why I said check mark. So you don't actually have to know who won it. You can explain away each one.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna be multiple championships on my skin by the time it's said and done, boys.
I like this, man. I like this.
Bartlett's got a Knicks tat. Nice, man.
I like that. So just to let you know, guys, Revivalist of the Month Bartlett will be on next week with us, man.
Nice.
That's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a good time having him on, of course, man. So can't wait for you, Bartlett. We can't wait.
We will have the schedule by that time, so we will talk schedule next week for sure. And I think we might do a little. I don't know about you guys. If we can find time, we're gonna try and do a little quick reaction at Wednesday when it comes out. Maybe try to get a little 15-minute show in. And go over the schedule because it's big day tomorrow. Big day.
Oh, and one more thing, Momo, don't you be ducking, don't you be hiding, don't you be ducking any smoke, brother.
F-O-T-Y.
When them Knicks won, you said that you will run. I don't see you running for fan of the year, Momo. I'm just saying, you put some effort into this, Momo, because right now, hashtag Momo fan of the year, man. Everybody
have receipts.
Momo, we have receipts, man. I don't see you campaigning out in these streets. Come campaign out in these streets.
Let's
Momo,
go.
we need to see you, man. We need to
Thank
see
you,
you,
Richard. We
Momo.
see
We
you out there.
appreciate you, Rich, the man.
Man, we love you, brother. But man, shout out to the 816 people in the building watching. Momo, don't you dare do it. Listen, he put the don't be hiding, Momo. We watching you, Momo. I told you want a clock. You want a clock. I want to see some campaign. I want to see a suit and all on saying, you know what? I'm gonna make him a graphic. Momo, send me a picture of you in a suit.
I know where he lives.
DM
in his
me,
mom's
man.
basement. I know where he lives.
That's great. Yo, DM me, man. I got a flyer for you. Vote for Momo Fan of the Year. I think I'll make something for you. It's pretty funny. But man, yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Revivals. Shout out to everybody who joined the show here. Mill Sports Media, we do appreciate you, man. Talking Knicks. We're gonna have some more Knicks content creators on as well. Giving us some updates as the Knicks continue to go on and win this damn thing. Finally.
Wait, hold on, real quick before we leave. Real quick prediction: did the Knicks win in 5 or 6 or 7?
It's not going 7. Fuck that.
Yeah, I agree. So
close it out.
Close
it out tomorrow.
Knicks gonna close it out.
5.
Knicks gonna close it out tomorrow.
5? Okay. Yes.
5.
Let's go for the throat. Come on.
Step on their throat. They're shook now. They're depressed. They're accepting their demise. Just put them out. Because now the Pacers are going to be resting too. So wrap it up.
Skis take the hat off. She's a Boston fan.
Sorry, Scoob.
We are sorry, Scoobs, but
sorry, Scoobs.
It's our time now.
You know we love you, Scoob.
You know, Scoobs. But man, we are out of here. Behalf of my brothers, man. You guys know who they are. And that's Mr. Glad, Sad, Full of Nets.
Who is it?
Oh, I think you just went mute. You went mute.
That's a cool effect.
I don't know what happened. You're on mute.
Oh, that's that silent effect. That mic, his mixer has a silent effect.
Interesting.
They're calling
what I want
it.
to say is
we can't hear you.
He's going off on a tangent right now.
Spiro, now you have to send us out, Spi. You have to do.
All right. Well, so me, yes. Okay. Apparently, we lost you.
He's
we love
cooked.
you.
He's cooked. At least it happened now at the end of the show.
And then El Jefe, be on the lookout for our video. And also, I want to say fuck the Dallas Mavericks for getting the number 1 pick in the lottery. That's all. All
right, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. video. Should we drop the video 9 a.m. tomorrow?
Yes, drop it.
Look for it on X and YouTube. Yankees Mets sketch coming out tomorrow. Let's go, fucking Knicks.
Bye, E.
Bye, E. Thank you, Eli.
New York Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Woodlog Roll!
Let's go.